Pundits and pollsters kept harping on the fact that this would be a tight race, go down to the wire, that counting could be on for several days, and that there may be a dispute over who's won. Well, if you look at the numbers now, there is no dispute about what America wanted, a clear red wave in favor of Donald Trump. And if you compare over the past three elections, this is actually the biggest victory that Donald Trump has had. 276 electoral college votes for Donald Trump, a very clear victory, and this is just so far. This could go up till beyond 300. Kamala Harris stuck at 223. If you look at the vote share in the United States, in 2016, Donald Trump had only 46.4% of the votes. The Democrat candidate at that time had 48.5% of the vote. In 2020, Donald Trump had 46.9% of the vote, just 0.5% more than 2016. At that time, Joe Biden won with 51.3% of the vote. In 2024, it's Donald Trump with 51.2% of the vote versus Kamala Harris with 47.2% of the vote, a gap of 4 percentage points, which is beyond the margin of error, a very clear, decisive victory for Donald Trump, not tight in the way polls were predicting. Rohit Sharma joins us from Washington, D.C. Remember, Kamala Harris was meant to be at her alma mater, Howard University, in the evening, where she was supposed to do this big victory speech. She cancelled that, and quite understandably so, a lot of disappointment in the Harris camp. You've been speaking to some of her campaign managers and aides, Rohit. What are you picking up from the Democrats? Why do they think this script went so badly wrong for Team Harris?
Thank you so much for having me, Rahul. I think first things first, it was a lot of people that I've spoken to on the Democratic side are blaming, they're going as back as the midterm elections in 2022. They think that President Biden should have stepped away from power. He should have not seek re-election. The Democrats should have gone into an open primary season in 2022. From that on to the shortest runway to land, I think some are blaming that she only had 100 days to reintroduce herself to the American public, and that Donald Trump has been running for the past 4 years. Remember, he left office in 2021. He said he will come back, and he hasn't stopped since then. So a lot of people are in the Democratic camp are in disbelief that this has happened, but they are finding reasons. Another reason a lot of people have said is the Latino votes and the key minority demographics that has moved away from Democrats, because they've bought into the message of President Trump about the economy, about inflation, about border, and about stopping these wars. I think a lot of people want America to stop funding these wars and concentrate internally to the domestic issues. And there is obviously the factor of misogyny. Rahul, America has never elected a female president. Some of the voters I spoke to at the DNC in Chicago in August had also said the exact same thing, that they did not want to see a female president. And I think that has some role to play in what we are seeing today. But Donald Trump, the clear winner here, and interestingly, for the past 3 elections, almost 10 years, American democracy, American election has been rotating, revolving around Donald Trump, and we saw a different version of Donald Trump yesterday. He was pretty humble and he was pretty kind.
He was trying to be very presidential, asking others who were part of his team to come up and speak, giving them some share of limelight, which wasn't the case with Trump so far. Rohit Sharma, thank you for your reportage, and we'll come back to you for more later.